thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be cooking 6-can chicken tortilla soup, and we're just going to jump right into it. So up there you're going to see your ingredients that you're going to need for this recipe. We're actually only going to need 5 cans because we're not going to use canned broth. We're going to use powder broth, and we're just going to add water. So you're going to start out with adding about 3.5 cups of water to your crock pot. Go ahead and add that in there. And you can just hang on to that extra half cup. If you find at the end that it's a little too salty and you want to water it down a bit, you can add in that last half cup. So I'm just going to leave that in here. So we're going to go ahead and chop up our chili. Your recipe might have rotel and it has chilies in it already, but I wasn't able to find rotel. So I'm going to wash and chop up my chili here. Get that ready to go. Get all these seeds out. Just gonna dice those up nice and small. Okay. And beforehand, I went ahead and just opened and strained all of my cans. So all of my cans are ready to go. And so now that we've got all of our ingredients prepped, we're going to keep going with our recipe. So we already have our 3.5 cups of water in our crock pot. And now we're just going to start adding our ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to add in is the chicken stock. So we're going to add that into our water. And I'm just going to give it a little stir to try and incorporate that and dissolve it in the water and get our stock started. Then we're just going to add the rest of our ingredients. So we have 2 cans of our chunk chicken. Next, I'm going to go in with our black beans. And I'm going to go in with our corn. lastly, we're going to go in all of these items here, I have opened and strained them. So we're not using any of the juices from the cans because it's a lot of preservatives. So we have strained them, and I gave the beans a good rinse before I pop them in here as well. And then the last thing we're gonna add is those crushed chilies. So we're gonna put those diced chilies in there. And like I said, your recipe, I think you guys are gonna have rotel, so you won't have to worry about the chilies. It'll come in with the tomatoes, but I couldn't find rotel at the store, so I bought a fresh chili and just chopped it up, so I'm gonna add that in there as well. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're just gonna put a little seasoning in here. We're gonna add a little bit of salt to taste. And then just a little dash of pepper. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of garlic powder as well. Give that a good stir. It's starting to smell good already. Okay, so then we're gonna turn on our crock pot. And we're gonna put it on, you can either do it on high for about 2 hours, or you can put it on low for about 2 to 4. Everything is already pretty much cooked and safe to eat. We're just warming it up so that it's a nice, tasty, hot soup. All right, guys, so it's been a couple hours and our soup is looking and smelling great. So the last thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna serve up a little bit of your soup. Just tasty veggies in there. Get some of that broth. I wish you guys could smell this through the screen because it smells delicious. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our tortilla chips and we're just going to grab a few here. We're just going to crush those up into our soup. And these are optional. You don't have to add these if you don't want to. But it adds a nice little crunch to your soup, a little bit of texture. And then our last ingredient is just going to be our shredded cheese. Nice little sprinkle of that cheddar cheese on top. And it is all done and ready to enjoy, guys. I hope you enjoy this 6-can tortilla soup, and let me know what you think.